Hello, I'm Richard Mullen. I'm the area coordinator for the GoGreenConsortium, and we're a group of businesses and individuals and also activists who promote recycling and conservation and just ways to go green so we can kind of change the impact we've had on the planet. Today we're just looking at some of the programs that we're putting into place with some of our partners. We're going to go down to the transfer station in a minute and look at a bin that was put in by EcoSmith. It's part of the recycling process. Now, the people that are a partnership with us are not only clothes recyclers, but bottles and even tubes of toothpaste. We've got companies that are in the process of working to help us go green, to get away from what we call brown energy, which is oil and coal, and switch over to solar, and also use natural gas as a bridge component while we do that. So the companies that we're working with are very interesting. What we do is we look for them if they will provide some support to nonprofits in the area. So most of our partners now have an element where if they do anything with the recycling program with us, they will also offer back to the community some form of fundraising that doesn't require any investment by the community. So they get something back free. And that's why we're going to go over, we're going to see EcoSmith and talk a little bit about that. We've been talking with another company that has a really interesting process where they have a fundraising component of their business and they're in the green energy business. And later on we'll be talking about them too. We'll go and visit them at some point in this series. So we think that if you can just get the idea of how we can change, how we can go from bottled water to using properly filtered water in our homes so that it's clean and tasty, and how we can start using green energy. Most people don't know they can choose green energy. They think they have to take the energy they have. Most people don't know how easy it is to get solar put on their homes. So what we're doing is we're working with another group of people who will turn out to be the teachers. They'll be the teachers, the instructors, the mentors on helping the average person go from the brown energy to the green energy and also improve their recycling habits. So that's what we'll be doing for the next few sessions here as we meet with you. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a trip over to the transfer station and take a look at the bins that Peter Durkee has put in cooperation with EcoSmith, and talk to you a little bit about that so you understand it better. And we've just put 2 new bins in down at the transfer station here in Georgetown. You can see how everybody's busy. It's a Saturday today, so it's a busy time. But we wanted to take this period of time just to talk to you about how to use this bin and how it's going to benefit the town. It's a different process than the other bins. The other bins were used primarily just to collect clothes. What EcoSmith does is for every pound they collect, they return a certain amount to the community. And that's an agreement between now the town and EcoSmith recyclers. It's a real good way to get a little bit money back into the community and plus take clothing and shoes that were going into the landfills and that were going into the incinerators. Now they can be donated, they can be recycled, and they end up being used 100% in third world countries. So what we're doing is we're actually doing good for the environment, and we're doing good for people here locally because it creates jobs, and also we're helping people in third world countries that have great need. So now normally what you would do is very simple. This is it. Acceptable materials. It says clean, dry, and bag clothes, footwear, sheets, blankets, towels, and even stuffed animals. The important thing here is that when you make a donation, put it in a plastic bag. Now I know, saying plastic bags, what are we going to do? More plastic bags? Well, let me tell you what happens with these plastic bags. First, they keep the donation dry, because that's the most important thing. If they get wet, it destroys the whole load. It has to be thrown away, and we haven't helped the cause at all. All we've done is created more trash. It's also this is a labor-intensive business, so when the driver comes and he picks this up, he's got to take each bag out individually, put it in the truck, take it to the baling area, take it out again, so he has to handle it 3 or 4 times. If they'll lose clothing, they just can't do it. It ends up too expensive for the groups to do it. But the key is a nice clean plastic bag. You just put it up in here and drop it in. And then every week, Echo Smith Recyclers comes and picks it up. It has to be twice a week. We don't take furniture here. We don't take TVs. We don't take mattresses or any big type of dump-offs. They go in the transfer station, which is right up here. And that's what everybody's doing today. They're going into the transfer station and they're dumping their trash properly. So that's the key to the Bend. It's a cool thing, bring money back to the community, and actually help some people in third world countries that have absolutely nothing. And the key is they use everything. If they had a stuffed animal, for example, that was destroyed and it couldn't be used for a child, what they'll do is they'll take the stuffing out and they'll make something out of it. They'll use it for insulation. They'll use it for anything. But everything that we send over is used. Even the plastic bags are reused and reused over and over. The baling wire that goes around the bundles that we ship over, there's not one piece of trash that's actually thrown into their landfills because they need materials. We're working with fire departments, we're working with school departments, we're working with some of the libraries in the area, and we also get a lot of Boy Scout troops and just non-profits throughout New Hampshire and Merrimack Valley that we work with. So this process that we're involved in is getting bigger. We're actually getting more and more the ability to get rid of a lot of stuff that used to go into the trash. And it's working for all of us. Because for everything we put in the trash, we have to pay for. This way we donate and people benefit from it. So glad you're working with us, and thank you.